Oh my God. You see that twice.
Very good show.
Let me ask you this lyric right now.
Hello and welcome to the broadcast. I guess we were having some technical difficulties. Not sure what you could hear, but as we are going to break, we're just going to stay here and talk about the first set and catch you up on everything you might have missed if you missed the first set. The Lions fell in the first set 25-17, and the leading Mountaineer has 9 kills, had 5 in the first set. But since then, the Lady Lions had a little run in that first set to come back a little bit, show some good competition. We did not realize the audio was out until now, and we're just now catching up.
So we do apologize for that. Just trying to get everything situated up here. We're running with a short staff this morning, so early morning troubleshooting is always good to hear. Piedmont College Athletics on YouTube. But yeah, as Nick was telling you, catching you up there, 12-5 here in the second set. As you've been able to see, Lions have fallen behind early, and the Mountaineers have been able to take advantage of that. De La Torre continuing her great game, as she now has 9 kills.
Yeah, and like you mentioned, Brett Loftus, Nick Pope here on the mic. This is the first you've heard us, I think, today.
We apologize. We were steadily commentating our hearts out there for that set number 1, and we were told by our good friend Hannah Kate Chadwell, who's out today, that y'all could not hear us. So we do apologize for that, and glad we're back on the air here as we're going to resume here in set number 2.
We're just going to act like that didn't happen as the Mountaineers get this first point that we get to cover today. After a good return there for the Lions, Robles able to get the kill on that one, set up by Adrienne Roberts. Another serve here for the Mountaineers, barely going to make it over. Since we're not playing tennis, there's no let play on, says the line judge. And another good kill there by Leatham.
And we've seen Leatham has been lethal today at that net. I mean, she's absolutely playing the front line the way that it should be played, as she now has 3 kills in her own right.
Yeah, Leatham there lining up as the right hitter. Stuffed underneath. Good save there by Phelps as DeCarlo sends this one over. This one is going to call out the back. So the Lions get their first point. Had a few unanswered, get that point there. And now Phelps is in the back as Yancey checks back in. Phelps is in the back with her service. Lady Lions looking to get on a run here. Libero keeps that alive. Now diving to the ground is Herrera, but unable to dig that one.
And the Lions had a pretty good back and forth set number 1 here, but the Mountaineers are really taking command here in set number 2. Knowles going to check back in for Cora for the Mountaineers. Bile will check back in for Phelps. Shaw's going to leave that one, but it will sneak inside of that back line there, and the Mountaineers have a commanding 16-6 lead here in set number 2.
Yeah, Shaw's let 2 of those get the best of her. Was able to keep 1 that she saw going out of bounds in that first set. Now we have a good block by Yancey, just the wrong side of the net. Frustrated with herself, you can see. As the Mountaineers pick up yet another point, 17-6, and now reads your scoreboard. This one handled by DeCarlo. Now Herrera sets it up, and Yancey gets stuffed at the net. The Mountaineers really utilizing their height advantage in the front to really stuff these before the Lions ever have a chance to return them.
And we've seen the Mountaineers going to run. They have won 6 out of the last 7 points here, as they are now up 18-6 and 7 points away from winning set number 2 and going up 2-0. As we're going to see yet another net violation there.
Yeah, that ball just hitting the antenna. Roberts here serving it 3 in a row straight to DeCarlo. She's done well every time. Now he's going to look to kill it. This one's all the way in the paint just about. Libero to Libero. Bile keeps it alive. Now here's Yancey. Another setup in the back. And you know, your first mistake you've seen out of De La Torre today, pretty much. She has been lethal in the back.
She's played a great game out there. I think we've only seen 2 errors. Excuse me, that's only her 4th error we've seen in this morning's game rather. And when she touches the ball as many times as we've seen that, 4 errors is not a lot by any means in 2 sets.
Good block in the front. And now this one slips by Yancey and Mercado. Head coach Jamie McCormick in her 5th season here. You can hear her from the bench saying, we're good, we're good. As the Lions are visibly upset and frustrated with their performance so far. Sweet dig in the back. Now it's set up for Mercado. This one's all the way far side. De La Torre. Bile kept it alive. Now just punches this one over. But it's going to land out of bounds.
And you know what Luke Combs says, when it rains, it pours, and that's what happened to the Lions right now. They just can't seem to catch a break here offensively or defensively, and they're just trying to salvage what is left of the second set here, down by 14.
Yeah, when it rains, it pours, and the Mountaineers are throwing Great Danes at us. These shots are huge. Big block in the front again by the Mountaineers. Kept alive. Now here's Mercado, but she's going to hit the antenna as well. 22-7. Lady Lions have no answer for this Mountaineer front line.
And we're seeing who's back there setting them up, or excuse me, with the service there. That's going to be Robles. She's had some great service here. And we're just going to see some miscommunication there between DeCarlo and Yancey, and the Lions are not able to be even to put that one over the net. Now just 2 points away, the Mountaineers are from going up 2-0 here in game number 1.
Yeah, for the Lions, I think they're just most likely looking to just escape this set. It went bad on the broadcast side and it went bad out on the court. As we had technical difficulties, so have they.
And that one will be in there. Shaw left that one. It was an absolute firecracker across the court, and she left it in hopes that it would go out, but it barely stayed inside that back line there. And Robles is looking to close out what she started here in set number 2. And she will not. She's just going to send that one off of her, like her pinky finger there. The Lions are going to get one back. Brianna King will check back in for Shaw, and DeCarlo now back to serve for the Lions.
For the Lions here, it's pretty much done here. But what they can do is get good rotation and good play for this last point. Good serve here by DeCarlo. De La Torre is going to send it long. Too long, in fact, as DeCarlo really pulled the Matrix out there and went underneath that one.
I like that analogy there. They pulled the Matrix.
DeCarlo with her first serve, able to keep it in. This second one, unable to keep it in, and 25-9 reads your score for the second set. Lady Lions are now down 2-0. As they go to break, so will we. You're listening to Piedmont College Athletics on YouTube.
They fixed it?
So we see one right there. There from Brianna King. Goodness gracious alive. That was beautiful right there.
And that is the key to the match, in my opinion. Ballin able to just stay at the back. The Lady Lions don't have to rotate as they continue to get points on their own serve. And by doing so, we keep our main three in the front with Mercado, King, and Yancey. As the Lady Lions are short in the front this contest, Ballin's doing a good job keeping it alive.
Ballin, that was an ace there from her. She's going to put up another one. Another great service there. We've seen nothing but great services since they put her back there.
Brown's going to hit that one over. Mountaineers will respond, and then Yancey hits it straight down with another kill. 5-2 Lady Lions on a roll here, 4 unanswered. 3 of those have come off of Ballin serves. Another good service here. This one's far side for the Mountaineers. Now back over to King. Bile able to dig and keep that one in. Great play there by the Lions. Everyone scattered for the Mountaineers. Now here's Brown setting up. Instead, it's Bile over to King. King looking for the backside, but hit it too long. Instead, it's going to be deflected. And they're going to call the point for the Lions. Timeout, says the Mountaineers. 6-2. Brett, what has happened?
Tell you what, they start out 2-0 there, the Mountaineers do. And then we put Becca Ballin back there to serve 6 straight unanswered points there for the Lions. That's absolutely beautiful volleyball there. And we mentioned sophomore didn't play in the first 2 sets. You put Ballin in the game, and she sparks a run there. And we know volleyball is a game of runs. We saw the Mountaineers go on an absolute run there in that second half of set number 2, and the Lions are going on a run here to begin set number 3.
Yeah, Ballin in the back. Definitely underappreciated, as you mentioned. Really only one ace, but those serves have just put the Mountaineers in bad position.
And what she's doing, she's just putting it right in the box every time, and she's making the Mountaineers try to beat the Lions. And when you put them in the box every time and you don't force uncontested mistakes, then that's really where you're going to be successful. And Ballin going to continue to serve here as the Lions have won now 6 straight points.
And as you mentioned, the Lady Lions in the back, even in your playing days, my playing days as well, the worst thing in those first 2 sets, they felt like they were beating themselves. Ballin's put them in a position. Now the Mountaineers have to beat them. And so far this set, they've been unable to, as Mercado's going to go backside. It's going to go out back left.
And that's why that was a great timeout there from head coach Ashley Harris of Berea in her second season. Her assistant coach Ian Harris in his second season as well. It was a great timeout call there, and sometimes you got to make the call. And now the Mountaineers have the service back, but they'll give it right up as we're going to have a service error here from Robles, and the Lions will regain that 4-point lead that they had as Phelps will check back in. Yancey will sit down for the Lions.
Yeah, the Lady Lions now really compromised in the height department in the front, and compromised in the height department on that serve as well, as it went about 1.5 feet too low towards the bottom side of the net. 7-4 here. Bile with that service error. Now it's De Jesus with her service of her own, looking for that knuckleball. Great setup there by Brown. King with a sweet kill, but blocked in the front, and then miscommunication as King and Phelps didn't want to both go after it.
That was a beautiful block there by Davila and Knowles. We've seen them start off the game like that with a split block there, and yet another one as they'll both get credited with a half a block there.
De Jesus, another good serve here in that first set that you were unable to hear. We talked about those knuckleball services and how deadly they are. Good block in the front by Mercado. Kept alive by the Mountaineers. Now a good dig by Ballin. Now Brown's going to set up King. He's going to call that a double hit. I thought so.
Yeah. You can't block it and be the one to hit it as well right there. And Davila is going to make it error right there. Some confusion on the court. Mary Grace Shaw will come back on as Reagan Mercado will take a seat here. Shaw will come on and serve here for the Lions. Lions up by 3 here, Nick Pope. 8-5, set number 3 here. And they've done what you said to do here, not force mistakes, and it's put them in the lead here early in set number 3.
Great dig there by Bile. Ballin able to keep it in as well. Brown's going to hit it back over. Big setup. Another dig by Bile. Brown went for the cheeky shot, unable to get it. Another one by Ballin, excuse me. Now King's going to look to kill it. He's going to call it out with no deflection. Lady Lions playing very well here in this third set. Specifically, Becca Ballin's made a difference on that back row.
She has come in and been the spark plug that has been needed. Here checking back into the game is going to be Cora. And Cora has been very, very big serving today. She does only have 1 ace, but she serves the ball very hard. A little bit of spice on the head here, as you will see on her first service.
Kara takes all 7 seconds given to her, that's for sure. She had a violation in the first set. This one is just an absolute rocket.
And we've seen the Mountaineers come back now, Nick Pope. We talked about the Lions are on a 6-0 run there to go up 6-2. Now the Mountaineers have edged back to only being down by 1, 8-7.
Another high service up there, as this one's going to get over De Jesus, though. Good shot in the front. De Jesus didn't expect it to come that high. And we have King looking for her chance to serve.
And Becca Ballin going to check out there, and she helps spark a run as Sampson will check back into the game for the Lions. A great dig there by Shaw to keep that one alive for the Lions.
Yeah, and for the Mountaineers, expected that third touch. They decided not to use it and just caught the Lions in a bad rotation as Sampson was far side, so was Phelps and Brown. The only one on this end of the court was McDonald.
We're going to see a new face today for the Lions.
Or not McDonald.
Taylor Herman will check in, the freshman from Roswell, Georgia.
Brown able to keep that one alive. Now DeJesus setting up her partner in crime, De La Torre. Another dig by DeJesus. The amount of velocity on these hits in the front.
It's powerful. It's very powerful. You know, when you go to those NBA basketball games, those college basketball games, they got those T-shirt shooters, and they shoot them out of that cannon. I mean, that's what looks like a rifle is shooting them over the net here. Some powerful serves and kills here, and hits in general from the Berea Mountaineers.
They're going to call that one on Brown. She really palmed that one, threw it over. Illegal touch. Interesting for the Mountaineers, their setups. Now that one's going to go off the back head of the lady in the front, but their setups, they have so much height on them compared to our Lady Lions, and I believe that's why they have so much downward velocity and force as it goes over the net, is because they reach it at its highest point. Well, now here's Phelps with a good serve.
If you look at their roster, they have multiple Mountaineers listed at 5'10" or over, and those being De La Torre is listed at 5'10", Roberts is listed at 5'10", Roble is listed at 5'11", Leatham listed at an even 6 foot, Knowles at 5'10", Santana at 5'10", and Davila at an even 6 foot. So a lot of height over there for the Mountaineers.
Speaking of height, Yancey, tallest player on the court for the Lady Lions, looked to make that one go over. Didn't hit it like she wanted to. Now we have a couple unanswered for the Mountaineers. Lady Lions started this set off well off the great play of Becca Vallon. But now they're going to get a whistle. Not quite sure what it was. Maybe the Mountaineers stepped under the net over her half. Not sure what it was.
Mercado would check back in for the Lions there. Shaw, he'll take a seat as Brown will be serving here. DeJesus
casually handed that one, and the Lady Lions get another point. Believe it got blocked in the front by Mercado and Yancey. Not a great setup there as Brown will get another serve.
And the Lady Lions will not go away here as they have now retied this set at all 12. And just as I say that, Taylor Brown is going to have a service error there as the Lions will now be trailing by 1. We'll have another substitution here. Cora will take a seat. Knowles will check back in here for the Mountaineers.
Front line of Leatham, Knowles, and Robles has been deadly all day for the Mountaineers. Ton of height up there for them. Brown now is going to set up Yancey. This one's going to go all the way out of bounds. Basketball just about. DeJesus keeps it alive. Brown's going to set it up. Yancey,
that's going to be a palm.
Going to get called for palming it. As Brown looked to set her up, was on her knees. Threw it a little behind Yancey. Yancey got called for the palm. 14-12 now.
And that's just going to be a service error there. Lions able to keep it close here. We've seen a few service errors from Roberts here. And now the Lions are only going to trail by 1. We're going to see a couple substitutions. Brianna King come back in. Herman will take a seat. Ballon will check back in as Sampson will take a seat. The Lions getting Ballon back in the game. She sparked the run once thus far in set number 3. Let's see if she can do it again.
Good serve there. Not quite sure if it was going to go in, but making the Mountaineers decide is what you want to do. Now this is a good setup for King. Great downward momentum on that kill as well. This one's going to go all the way out the back with no block. And as you mentioned, Ballon checking back in, able to get her first point on her first serve. That's what you'd love to see. The young spark off the bench is what you'd love to see in any sports contest, and that's what Ballon has been so far in this contest. Now Brown here with the setup. King's going to hit it back over. De Jesus keeps it alive. Far side, good block by Yancey. And another point for the Lions, 15-14 now.
And they will retake the lead there, as that is absolutely what you want to see. And Ballin, yet again, is going to spark another run here. The Lions are up by 1 point here in set number 3.
Short serve now by Ballin. This one's far side. Another block by Mercado. Brown's going to keep it alive. Now here's Bile. Back to Mercado. Good dig in the back, but unable to keep it on their end of the court. So the Lions now have 3 unanswered since the freshly checked in Ballin. We have another timeout on the Mountaineers side of things. As they take the timeout, we will take it with them. You're listening to Piedmont College Athletics on YouTube. Hello and welcome back to the broadcast. Nick Pope, Brett Loftus here inside Cave Arena. So our Lady Lions are answering in this third set. 16-14 reads your score line. Yancey with a good block, gets another one there. This one's gonna now shoot over. Ballin with a good dig. Mercado and Brown ran into each other as they were unable to keep that one alive. And as you mentioned, Mountaineers have those timeouts and come out, and whatever head coach Ashley Harris is telling them on the sidelines has worked so far, as 2 timeouts have resulted in 2 points right away for the Mountaineers. This serve now handled by Bile. Far side to King. Good block in the front by the Mountaineers. Brown now keeping it alive. King's going to go for the far side, but gets underneath a little too much.
And as you said there, the Mountaineers are starting to go on a run here. They call a timeout. Every time they call a timeout, they're able to come straight out of the break and get a good run going there. It's always good to see Robles back there if you're a Mountaineers fan as well. She's done very well serving today. And Mercado with a beautiful kill there. That'll be kill number 5 for her on this morning's contest.
Another substitute, Yancey checking back out of the contest. Sierra Phelps, the dual sport athlete, decided not to travel with women's lacrosse and stay here in Demorest for the women's volleyball match. It's been vital so far. King unable to block that one, looked frustrated with herself as the Mountaineers get that point as well. 17-17, we're all even here in the third set. The Lady Lions have woken up.
Yeah, neck and neck here, and the Lions definitely did not play their brand of volleyball there in set number 2. Set number 3 here, they're competing and playing very, very well here, 17-all.
Good block in the front by De La Torre. She's able to hit it again off that deflection. Mountaineers unable to set it up, just have to hit it back over. Now here's Bile over to Brown, who then played it to King, and she got a good kill as that block went out of bounds.
Yet Davila just didn't put that one on the right side of the line there, as we'll see Mercado check out. Mary Grace Shaw will check in for the Lions here to give the service. And as you mentioned there, Nick, got to win by 2, and it's going to be tough here. Either one of these teams can get out front by a lot, as we say that, and we'll tie it back up here at 18-18. A kill by De La Torre. She has a game-leading 12 kills and 13 points.
And now here it is, Annalise Cora checking back in. really good serve. Takes all 7 seconds, has to get into your head as you're waiting on this serve that could come at any moment. Good serve there, handled by Shaw. Brown's gonna set up. I believe that's Phelps, yes it is. But unable to get it over the net. So it really just sat on top. The Lady Lions had to just wait to see which way it fell. King had to watch it fall on her side. And now we have Cora with her second serve. Another great serve, sweet dig by Bile, and everyone let it go as Ballin and King both backed off.
Well, I think that was one of those plays there. Your momentum's carrying you one way, and you're trying to go the other there for King. We're going to get a timeout on the floor from the Lions, and we'll take it with them here. 2018 in set number 3, the Mountaineers lead. You're listening to Piedmont College Athletics on YouTube.
Welcome back here to the contest. Off air, we were talking about the service errors. Lady Lions only listed with 5, but 4 of them coming this set. Speaking of service error, you love to see it as a Lions fan.
That's a perfect broadcaster's jinx there, reverse broadcaster's jinx, as Davis Barlow would say. He'll be on game 2 with us here. Brett Loftus, myself, and Davis Barlow here. But yeah, that's a perfect reverse broadcaster's jinx, as we will see Ballin check out and Sampson check back in. The Lions only trailing by 1 here in set number 3. Make it 2 now. So the Mountaineers are 4 points away from winning this set and closing out game number 1 of this doubleheader in Cave Arena.
The difference there for the Mountaineers is every time the Lady Lions get it set up for a good kill opportunity, the Mountaineers have 2 jumping up high to just deflect it and slow that down. If you get no deflection on it, Bile has no chance. She gets a palm to it, but not much you can do. This far side, good opportunity for the Lions. This one hit by Shaw, but hit to the corner 3 position.
And the Lions are fighting, scratching, doing whatever they can here, but it just seems like the Mountaineers have went on a bit of a run here. De La Torre back to serve, and she's going to put another one in play there.
Brown set up Phelps, but Phelps hit it out the back. As you mentioned, it's really been just those mental mistakes, those little mistakes that have added up for the Lady Lions. And as I mentioned it, De La Torre with a mistake in the back, giving the Lions an opportunity to cut this deficit as they are only down 3. Phelps headed out. Or Bile headed out, excuse me. Phelps headed back to serve. Yancey's going to be up front as the middle blocker for the Lions, having all the height she can. This one's going to get deflected. Now Yancey for the opportunity to kill. Mountaineers keep it alive. De Jesus now to De La Torre. Yancey hit it on the way down, able to hit it again as it was a deflection, but unable to keep it alive. 1 point away for the Mountaineers from taking this 3rd set and taking the whole match in its entirety.
Yeah, and back to serve there is going to be Davila. Davila does have 1 ace today. She's not going to get yet another one there.
Yancey going to get called for falling underneath the net, and that will do it in this contest. It's 25-20. Read your score line. The Lady Lions fall 3 in a row. to the Berea College Mountaineers.
And you know, Nick Pope, there's a few big differences there. I'd like to point out, I'd say 3. The kills almost doubled as Berea won that matchup 35-18 over the Lions. Errors, the Lions had 23 errors comparative to Berea's 14. And then aces off of serves, Berea had 8 comparative to Piedmont's 2. So those big statistics right there really could have turned over the match either way, and that's what I'm really seeing there going into game 2. About 30 minutes from now, that is what's going to have to change for the Lions to put a W in that win column, as they have fallen to 3-4 on the year. Berea now 5-2.
Yeah, and as you mentioned, also the big thing for the Mountaineers is look at that assist total, 33 assists compared to the Lions 16. That means that, you know, the team's setting you up, putting you in position to get all the points that you can. And for the Mountaineers, they were just able to do it from all ends of the court. De La Torre had a great game. De Jesus had a great contest as well for the Mountaineers. But next up for the Piedmont College volleyball team will be, again, here at 12 o'clock against Berea College. As this game got moved, originally scheduled for 12 and 2. It got moved to 10 a.m. and 12 p.m. as we have so many contests. I will not be here for it. Davis Barlow and your boy Brett Loftus will be on the contest at 12 o'clock noon. But don't go anywhere, because we will keep this live stream alive, as it might be earlier, as it is only 11:12.
Yeah, I think we're going to go about 30 minutes from now. So just giving you guys an estimate, about 11:40, 11:45 is when game number 2 will start. So you don't want to miss it. Nick Pope is actually going to head out to men's lacrosse. So if you're a big men's lacrosse guy, you want to simulcast, maybe you got a smartphone and a laptop, or a laptop and a TV, pull both of the games up. Support your Piedmont College Alliance here on Piedmont College Athletics on YouTube. We got a lot more games left today, ladies and gentlemen. As we've already noted, men's lacrosse at 12, volleyball at 12, and then we have baseball at 3 p.m. game 2 against the Huntington Hawks, and then softball will play this evening at 3 p.m. and 5 p.m. against Emory. So a lot more going on. Busy day here for Piedmont College Athletics and Piedmont College in general.
Do it here for today's contest. Lady Lions fell 25-20 in the final set, lost 3 sets in a row, 25-17, 25-7, and 25-20. Lady Lions, not a great showing so far this morning, but they get to turn around and do it again at 12 o'clock. So expect better results and expect better commentary, as Davis Barlow and Brett Loftus will be on it. For Nick Pope and Brett Loftus, thanks for tuning in. You've listened to Piedmont College Athletics here on YouTube.